You don't get to control my life.
What are you talking about? Where is my sister? We had dinner plans tonight.
I don't care about your sister.
Mark, where is she?
Why should I tell you? Mind your own business.
She's my sister. That makes it my business.
I locked her in the garage because she was being disrespectful.
You did what?
It's my house, my rules.
That's abuse. I'm coming over right now.
Outsiders should shut up.
I'm her family. Did you seriously lock your wife in a garage in the middle of winter?
She needs to learn her lesson.
I'm calling the police if you don't let her out right now.
Just stop.
I'm not going to stop until I know my sister is safe.
I'm on a family vacation right now.
What does a family vacation have to do with anything?
I don't have to explain myself to you. She's my family, not yours. Once a woman marries, her husband becomes her primary family.
Blood relatives don't stop being family after marriage.
Just stop bothering me.
Why did you lock my sister in the garage?
I told you I was disciplining her for being disrespectful.
Disciplining? She's your wife, not your pet.
A wife needs to respect her husband. She was planning to go out without my permission.
She doesn't need your permission to see her sister.
It's a husband's job to discipline his wife.
No, it absolutely is not. That's controlling and abusive behavior.
Who are you to tell me what to do anyway?
I just got my sister out of the garage. I'm at your house now.
You had no right to enter my property.
I had every right when my sister wasn't answering her phone for hours. My sister is in the hospital right now.
Oh, hospital.
Yes, the hospital.
She's just being dramatic.
When I found her in your garage, she was severely weakened. She was blue from the cold. How long was she there?
Just since this morning. It's not that cold there.
It's below freezing outside. The garage isn't heated. She was taken by ambulance, but with this winter cold, if I'd found her any later, it could have been dangerous.
You're exaggerating.
The doctor said she was suffering from hypothermia.
She'll be fine.
After pushing my sister to this state, you call it discipline?
She needed to learn respect.
Respect is earned, not forced.
I should be saying that to you.
How could you possibly think I'm in the wrong here?
You're interfering in my marriage. She went to the hospital on her own.
She was barely conscious when I found her.
I'm just...
You're just what? Trying to justify locking your wife in a freezing garage?
She's spending my money without permission. I earn it. She just stays at home.
Being a homemaker is work too.
Getting weak on her own, going to the hospital, and then using my hard-earned money, that's low.
How can you say that?
She's always taken advantage of my generosity.
Generosity? You locked her in a garage. The only lowlife here is you.
Wow, talking to your brother-in-law like that.
You lost any right to respect when you endangered my sister's life.
Both of you are disrespectful to men. Your character is just as bad as hers.
My sister is a kind, gentle person you've been terrorizing. Don't you dare speak badly of her. You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Whatever.
Anyway, you need to properly apologize to my sister.
For what?
For abusing her.
Stop butting into our business.
Abuse isn't business. It's a crime.
It's not abuse. It's discipline. This is between me and my wife.
Not anymore. The police are involved now.
You called the police?
Of course I did. You deserve to get in trouble. I'll never forgive you for abusing my sister.
I don't need your forgiveness.
No, but you'll need a good lawyer.
Shut up!
Your words don't scare me like they scare her. This isn't over. My sister's condition has stabilized for now. Thank goodness. How is she feeling? Still very weak. The doctors say she's suffering from hypothermia and dehydration. Poor thing. Has she said anything about what happened? She's mostly been sleeping. Thanks for reaching out. Family helps family. That's how it should be. I'm just so relieved she's okay. The doctors say she'll recover physically, but I'm worried about her mental state. That's understandable, though I never imagined she'd be locked in a garage. Yeah, I was shocked too. How did you know to check there? I didn't. I went to their house after she missed our dinner and wasn't answering calls or texts for hours. I was about to leave when I heard a faint noise from the garage.
That must have been terrifying.
It was. When I found a good way to peek in, I saw her curled up on the floor. I had to break the side door to get in.
Did Amy ever talk to you about any problems?
Not at all.
Not even hints?
Looking back, there were signs. She always checked with him before making any plans. I mean, I've barely seen her since she got married.
How long has it been?
Almost 2 years. We used to meet up at least twice a month before she married him.
And even then, Mark was always there, wasn't he?
Yes, he never let her out of his sight.
I've seen them together at New Year's gatherings, too.
Did you notice anything off?
Mark was always so pleasant and smiling at those times. He was charming. Everyone thought he was such a good husband.
The neighbors told me they've heard yelling from their house frequently.
I can't believe he would do something like this. Signs of abuse are often subtle. We shouldn't blame ourselves for not seeing it.
But I'm her sister. I should have known something was wrong.
Abusers are skilled at keeping their victims isolated and their behavior hidden. How did they meet again?
Through work connections. His boss introduced them, I think.
I see. And the courtship seemed normal?
Completely. He was attentive, bought her flowers, and took her to nice restaurants. Whenever we got together, they seemed like a normal family.
They?
Mark and his parents. When I called his mother about Amy, she said Amy must have done something to deserve it. Looks like his parents are in on it too. His mother told me that wives need to be corrected sometimes. It was chilling.
That's disturbing. He sent vacation photos to your sister's phone.
When?
Just now. I was checking her messages to see if anyone needed to be notified about her condition.
What vacation?
The photos show him, his parents, and some woman I don't recognize at a hot spring resort.
Another woman?
I can't contact his mother since she doesn't have a cell phone.
So we can't verify if she's actually with him.
Exactly. And the photos look strange.
Strange?
The lighting is odd, and everyone's wearing the wrong clothes for the current season. I think the photos are old, used to create an alibi.
That's manipulative. He planned this. Mark was treating my sister like property.
Yes, he made that clear.
People like that will try to get her back at any cost when they feel their status is threatened.
You're right.
He doesn't think he did anything wrong. He believes he's entitled to treat her however he wants.
We absolutely can't let that happen.
No, if he gets near her again, who knows what he might do.
If we let him run free, Amy won't be able to live in peace.
She'll always be looking over her shoulder, waiting for him to appear.
That's no way to live. I want her to be happy.
You've always been there for us.
We need a plan to protect her legally, too. Restraining orders, divorce papers, the works.
Let's protect Amy together. This might get ugly. Mark won't let her go easily.
We'll be ready. I'll make him regret everything he's done to her. Don't worry, I have resources he doesn't know about.
What does that mean?
You'll see. Let's focus on Amy for now.
Mark, we cannot have you see Amy anymore.
Who do you think you are?
Her family.
I'm her husband. I have rights.
Please don't come to visit her at the hospital.
You can't stop me.
Actually, I can. I've spoken with hospital security and shown them the police report.
You're overstepping.
I'm protecting my sister. She won't be returning to your house after discharge either.
She's my wife. She belongs in my home. Don't you ever learn?
Learn what? That you're dangerous? Yes, I've learned that lesson well.
I told you not to message me while I'm on vacation.
Those photos are from last year. The date stamps don't match.
You're crazy. This is all her fault.
What do you mean?
She doesn't listen. She argues. She wants to do whatever she wants.
You mean she acts like an adult with her own opinions?
She's wrong, not me.
What specifically did she do that was so terrible?
She said she wanted to go out to dinner with her sister at night.
Are you serious? That's why you locked her in a garage?
Women shouldn't be out at night without their husbands.
What's disrespectful about meeting family?
You're an old maid with no husband to teach you proper behavior. Listen, a married woman going out at night is disrespectful.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
It's how things should be. She could have gone out during the day.
We both work during the day. Evening was the only time we could meet. So what was it at night? It was a restaurant 10 minutes from your house.
Women who go out at night are looking for attention from men.
We were meeting at a family restaurant to catch up.
When I told her not to go, she kept lying about wanting to see her sister.
She wasn't lying. We've had these plans for weeks. I have our text messages planning this dinner. There was nothing sneaky. My sister never lied to you.
All women lie.
Do you not trust your wife?
Trust is earned.
And what has she done to lose your trust?
She talks to other men.
You mean like cashiers and colleagues? You think you're a good husband?
I'm a good husband. I provide for her.
A good husband doesn't lock his wife in a garage for wanting to have dinner with her sister.
I was teaching her.
Don't think you can get away with doing such terrible things to my sister. You should be scared. What you did is a crime.
What can you possibly do?
For starters, I've already filed a police report.
What do you mean, police report? I haven't done anything to you.
I know, but you did something to my sister.
It's not a crime to discipline your wife.
I want you to know that your actions have consequences. This was clearly a case of unlawful confinement, and I saw signs of assault.
I never hit her.
The bruises on her arms tell a different story.
She just bruises easily.
So I reported it to the police when I found my sister. What you did is a crime.
Look, your house is your house. My house is my house.
The law still applies inside your house. You don't get to break it just because you're behind closed doors.
Don't bring your arbitrary rules into my household.
They're not arbitrary. They're laws designed to protect people from people like you.
What you're doing is pathetic.
What's pathetic is what you did to your wife. You seem confused, but in this case, I am an involved party.
How? This is between me and my wife.
Oh, because I'm the one who found her.
So what? I would have let her out when I got home.
When would that have been? After your vacation? She could have died. So I am involved. The police have been calling you multiple times, but you are ignoring them, aren't you?
Oh yeah, they did call.
And?
But I don't have any business with them, so no point in answering.
Ignoring them only makes you look more guilty.
I haven't committed any crimes.
You truly don't think you've done anything wrong, do you? That's what makes you dangerous.
I'm not dangerous. I'm a husband disciplining his wife. You must have a sister complex.
Sister complex aside, there's no way such human rights violations would be acceptable.
Human rights? She's my wife! In my house, I make the rules. If she's not playing the victim, then there's no abuse.
She's not playing anything. She's recovering from hypothermia that you caused.
She's fine. Let me talk to her.
Absolutely not. She's terrified.
She has no reason to be afraid of me.
Except for the fact that you locked her in a freezing garage for wanting to have dinner with her sister.
Then I can prove my innocence.
You're about to be found guilty of abuse, unlawful imprisonment, and assault. We can see through everything you're doing.
Like what?
The fake vacation photos, for one.
They're not fake.
That's what's truly pathetic.
Ah, are you making fun of me?
No, I'm calling you out on your abuse and manipulation. You're going to face consequences for what you've done.
Are you threatening me?
It's not a threat. It's information about what's coming. We just opened my sister's eyes.
What does that mean?
It means she sees you for who you really are now. After my sister woke up in the hospital, she kept defending you.
Of course! She knows I was right!
She kept saying she loved you, and it was all her fault.
Because it was her fault!
No, it wasn't. She was traumatized and afraid of more punishment. We showed her articles about domestic violence and videos of victims' experiences to break her out of her brainwashed state. The pattern is textbook. The isolation, the control, the punishment, the fear.
You're making me sound like some kind of monster! You're the one brainwashing her!
I didn't brainwash her. I helped her see reality.
You've been filling her head with nonsense! I never made her afraid!
Really? Then why did she flinch and start crying when someone dropped a tray in the hospital? She thought someone was going to hurt her.
She's just jumpy!
No, she hasn't. She used to be confident and calm. My sister finally became free and tearfully asked for help.
She's confused!
She's thinking clearly for the first time in years. Remember what I said?
About what?
The legal stuff. No one can file certain things on someone else's behalf.
Right, so you're admitting you can't do anything!
That's right.
Finally, you're being reasonable!
The divorce and damage claims are my sister's decision.
What? She would never!
She already has. She's initiated the process. She's already contracted a lawyer.
What?
She's standing up for herself.
You're brainwashing her!
No, we're supporting her.
I'm her husband. She can't just leave.
Yes, she can.
Why should we get divorced?
Because you're abusive, controlling, and dangerous.
That's normal husband behavior.
No, it's not. It's criminal behavior.
You should be the one paying damages.
For what? Helping an abuse victim escape?
For breaking up a marriage.
You broke it when you locked your wife in a garage and abused her. You think yelling will make everything go your way?
It usually does.
Not this time. We have evidence of your infidelity.
What evidence?
Photos, texts, receipts, all documented and submitted to the lawyer. We know about your affair.
What?
You weren't exactly subtle. Your family vacation photos included a woman who isn't your wife. You faked a family vacation to go on a trip with your mistress.
That's not true!
We have testimony from the resort staff confirming you were there with a woman who wasn't Amy.
They're lying!
And it was pretty low to give your mom a day trip to the hot springs to make sure no one was home, then send last year's family photos to my sister's phone.
You can't prove anything.
We already have proof. The photos are dated from last year.
I prepared carefully and told her not to call my mom, but how did you find out?
In the photo you sent to my sister, your mom was wearing long sleeves, but all the other tourists in the background were in short sleeves.
That doesn't prove anything.
It was our first clue. Then we investigated further. That's how we knew that you were lying about the family vacation.
It's just clothes. That doesn't mean anything.
We searched your house and found evidence everywhere. Escort service cards, hotel receipts, lipstick stains you couldn't wash out.
You had no right to search my house.
The police had a warrant after the assault report.
This is an invasion of privacy.
And even though you're supposedly not having sex with my sister anymore, we found new condoms. The receipt in the bag was from last week.
Damn it, this wasn't supposed to happen! She was finally becoming a proper wife!
You mean a prisoner. That's why you could get away with such sloppy deception.
I planned it carefully!
But I'm different. I'm someone who won't be manipulated or intimidated by you.
So what? What does any of this matter?
It matters because my sister deserves better than an abusive, cheating husband. You locked your wife in a freezing garage. You've been physically abusive, and you've been cheating on her. How are you not in the wrong?
She deserved it for not respecting me!
No one deserves abuse. Anyone can see you're the one at fault.
No, they can't! I'm the victim here!
Victim of what, exactly?
Of a disrespectful wife and her interfering family!
Just divorce my sister already and face the consequences of what you've done, you worthless jerk. She deserves compensation for the pain and suffering you've caused her. Don't tell me you think money is all you're going to lose.
What?
Actions have consequences, Mark.
You're way too optimistic.
We'll see about that.
Your family got my relatives and even my mother to come after me! You turned them against me!
No, you did that all on your own with your actions.
What have you done to me?
I haven't done anything to you. I've done something for my sister.
My family was supposed to support me no matter what! You had no right to tell them anything!
They deserve to know who they were supporting.
You've ruined everything!
They didn't seem surprised by your behavior, almost like they expected it.
They're lying if they said that.
I heard there's someone influential who runs a company.
My uncle.
He was really angry, and your mom was crying and apologizing. That's when I learned about your family situation.
What do you mean?
How your father treated your mother, the cycle of abuse.
There was no abuse, just discipline.
Why?
Why what?
You watched your own mother suffer from domestic violence right in front of you.
That's not true.
Your relatives told me everything about how your father treated her.
That's ancient history.
You saw your mother in pain, so why would you do the same thing to my sister?
It wasn't the same.
It was exactly the same, maybe even worse, and making your own mother sad too.
She's always sad.
She's sad because she sees history repeating itself.
It was my mom's fault for getting hit.
No one deserves to be hit, ever.
My mother did things that made my father hit her.
Nothing justifies violence against your spouse.
She didn't listen. She talked back just like my wife. Why should I care what someone like that thinks?
Are you serious? That's your family.
Family doesn't mean anything. It's about respect and power.
You don't really believe that. Deep down, you know this isn't right.
Sure, I saw my mom crying after being hit by my dad.
And how did that make you feel as a child?
Confused? Angry? I felt bad about it for a while, but that was just me being weird.
It wasn't weird. It was normal human empathy.
When you're married, you can do whatever you want with women.
No, you absolutely cannot.
That's what my father taught me. So my crying mother was the strange one.
Your mother was a victim.
She was weak. That's why she got hit.
I see that you've been warped in your own way.
I'm not warped. I'm normal.
No, Mark, what you think is normal is actually deeply disturbed. You need professional help. This isn't how healthy people think. You can do whatever you want with women. No one has that right.
Men do. That's the natural order.
That's a twisted worldview born from trauma. It's not reality. Just stay away from my sister now. She doesn't want to see you ever again.
She'll change her mind. She always does.
Not this time. She's free of your control now.
Shut up.
No, not when my sister's well-being is at stake.
We're still married.
Not for long. The divorce petition has already been filed.
I won't sign.
It doesn't matter. In cases of abuse, the court will grant it anyway.
I'll find her.
There's a restraining order in place. If you try to find her, you'll be arrested. And Amy isn't at home.
Where is she?
Somewhere safe from you. That's all you need to know.
I came to your house to discuss the divorce.
The lawyers will handle everything.
I want to talk to her face to face.
That's not going to happen.
I can't have things proceeding one-sidedly.
You lost any right to participate when you abused her. You're the defendant.
You're not even gonna let me talk?
There's nothing you can say that would change anything. It will go to court, and all of your actions will be public record.
Even though you don't have that kind of money.
What money?
For everything!
That goes for you, too.
I have my father's inheritance.
What inheritance? Your sister mentioned your father left everything to your mother.
He left his inheritance to me, saying he'd rather give it to me than to any woman. He was a great man.
He was a monster.
And no matter how much you take me to court, I won't divorce her.
The court can grant the divorce without your consent.
You'll be the one suffering then for interfering in my marriage.
Just stop already and let my sister go.
She's mine.
She's her own person.
You'll regret this.
The only thing I regret is not seeing the signs of abuse sooner. Sarah. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Amy seems really stressed about not being able to cut ties with Mark. He keeps trying to contact her and showed up at my house yesterday. Did you call the police? Yes, but he was gone by the time they arrived. She's getting worse, so I'm going to check on her today. Thank you. I'm worried about her.
Has she been talking with her therapist about him?
Yes, but it's going to take time to process all the trauma. Thank you for taking care of my sister.
It's nothing. You've both been through so much. It's the least I can do. And I can't leave Amy alone either.
I know. She's still so afraid he'll find her. I've installed new security cameras and changed all the locks.
But didn't you report this to the police?
Yes, multiple times now. The thing is, he puts on such a good front.
That's how abusers operate. They're charming to everyone but their victims.
Exactly. It's like he transforms into a completely different person.
You'd be surprised how convincing abusers can be. Abusers are often master manipulators.
He played the victim with them too. I reported in a hurry, but next time I'll catch his true nature on video.
Just be careful. Don't put yourself in danger.
I won't. I just need to be prepared next time he shows up.
That determination is important, but you and Amy will collapse if we don't settle this soon. The stress is taking a toll on both of you, especially Amy.
She barely sleeps. She jumps at every noise. She's lost so much weight, but he's fully prepared for a long battle.
Men like him often are. They see it as another form of control.
What should we do?
You'll see. I have connections that Mark isn't aware of.
I'm not sure I understand.
This is partly my fault to begin with, so you keep confronting him through proper channels.
Your fault? How's any of this your fault?
I'll explain later. For now, just trust me.
Okay, I trust you.
I'll attack from behind the scenes. I have resources Mark doesn't know about. Resources that can help end this quickly.
I hope so. For Amy.
For both of you. Just continue supporting her as you have been. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Hey, you!
Mark, how did you get this number?
You've been feeding my company strange information!
I don't know what you're talking about.
The president gave me your contact info!
Did he? Interesting.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that you should be more concerned about your behavior than about who's reporting it.
This is defamation!
It's not defamation if it's true, Mark.
If you don't apologize and pay compensation, I'll report you to the police! Who is this? How do you know my name?
Last time we met was at New Year's last year, wasn't it?
Who are you?
I'm Catherine, Amy's mother.
Amy's mother? But her mother's name is... Wait. You're Catherine Williams? Don't play dumb.
I'm not playing anything.
You called me an abusive jerk, didn't you?
I stated facts about your behavior. If those facts paint you as an abusive jerk, that's on you.
Then why would the president listen to someone like you?
Perhaps because what I said was credible and concerning.
I've been contributing to the company.
Contributing doesn't excuse abusive behavior, Mark.
My performance reviews have been excellent.
That's because I'm the president's wife.
What? You're Mrs. Richardson?
Although we're separated at the moment.
But how? This can't be right. You're Amy's aunt.
Have you forgotten that your marriage was arranged through the president and me?
I thought that was just a business connection. I didn't know.
The president asked me to introduce a good match for a young employee looking to meet someone.
But why didn't you say anything before?
Would it have mattered? Would you have treated my daughter differently if you had known?
But Amy always called you her aunt.
That's a long story involving family dynamics that's none of your business now. But after all this happened, I had to report it properly.
You reported me to the company?
Of course I did. What kind of mother would I be if I hadn't? He was shocked too.
The president knows everything?
Everything. To think that you, with your good work attitude and excellent performance, would turn out to be a worthless man who locked his wife in a garage, abused her, and cheated on her.
I've become an outcast at work!
Is that so?
Everyone looks at me differently. No one talks to me anymore.
That's good.
Good? How is that good?
Actions have consequences, Mark. It's time you learned that. But don't think it ends there.
What do you mean?
This is just the beginning of the consequences you'll face.
You can't do anything more to me!
If my instincts are right, more of your crimes will come to light.
What crimes?
The financial audit we're conducting might reveal some interesting information. I heard you've been suspended.
How did you know that?
I know many things about you. Since you treat your wife as property and have discriminatory views towards women, I suspected as much. But it seems there was workplace harassment too.
I didn't do anything like that!
Several female employees disagree.
They're lying!
All of them? That's quite a conspiracy theory.
It's a false accusation!
The president isn't immature enough to punish an innocent employee with false accusations.
He's just doing what you tell him to do!
Richard makes his own decisions based on evidence. A suspension is by no means a light punishment.
I'll fight it! I'll sue!
That means there was evidence of your actions.
Harassment is just bullying, right?
Harassment is a serious workplace violation that creates a hostile environment. It's much more than just bullying.
I'm telling you, I didn't do that!
Your email records and witness statements suggest otherwise.
You're reading my emails?
Company emails are company property. Surely you knew that.
Women are inferior to men, so what's wrong with treating them accordingly?
And there it is, your true colors, showing through once again.
This is just common sense!
You've come this far without even a word of apology. Your humanity is finished.
Apologize for what?
For abusing my daughter, for treating women like objects, for breaking the law.
I didn't break any laws!
It's amazing you were able to hide this true nature for so long.
I didn't hide anything, I just knew how to play the game!
In a way, it's commendable.
Really?
Your skill at hiding things is probably why you've been able to do whatever you wanted until now, but that's over.
You're separated, but you're still on good terms with the president, right?
That's none of your business.
Then please, help me!
My goodness, how dare you ask me for help?
Please, I'll lose everything!
Good. Perhaps then you'll understand a fraction of what you put my daughter through. Your shamelessness knows no bounds.
I'll do anything!
Anything?
Yes, just tell me what you want! So please, do something!
What I want is for you to face the consequences of your actions. All of them.
If this continues, I'll be fired!
Well, of course you will, since you were stealing money to spend on your mistress.
What? How did you...
A full financial audit reveals many interesting things.
Those were authorized expenses!
It's only natural to investigate your workplace first when we discovered you had money to spend, despite not having such a high salary.
My finances are none of your business!
And it seems you were embezzling by skimming off a few $1,000s each month to avoid detection.
You can't prove that!
The accounting department already has every transaction, every falsified report.
This wasn't supposed to happen!
No, you were supposed to get away with everything, weren't you?
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything to you. I'm ensuring justice for my daughter.
I only acted within the bounds of common sense.
Common sense?
Yes! How a man should act!
What a strange thing to say.
It's how I was raised!
The common sense of someone who mistreats his mother and wife and exploits his company is obviously nonsense.
I understand.
Do you? I doubt that very much.
I'll reform, divorce her, and back off.
Too little, too late.
I'm being sincere, but at this rate I'll lose my job and end up in debt.
That's impossible.
What's impossible?
That you're being sincere. That you'll actually change.
I am! I swear!
You haven't even offered a single word of apology to your wife.
I'll apologize!
You're not regretting anything, are you?
I am! I regret everything!
Since you fundamentally believe you've done nothing wrong, no words of apology come out.
No, I do regret it!
What exactly do you regret, Mark?
Everything! Locking her in the garage, getting angry, all of it! That's the truth!
Is that so?
Yes, I swear!
Then you must show your sincerity properly.
How? Tell me how and I'll do it!
Get divorced, pay damages, quit your job, and pay compensation.
That's everything I have! I'll be left with nothing!
If you're truly remorseful, you can do all that, right?
But I need to live too!
Oh, and never approach my precious nieces again.
Nieces? You mean Amy and Sarah?
Yes, stay away from both of them forever. If you can do that, I might show some mercy, but that's impossible, isn't it?
It's not impossible, I'll do it!
Because you're not truly remorseful.
I am! Please, believe me! Why are you going this far?
You dare to ask me why?
We're strangers to each other!
You are not a stranger. You are my daughter's abuser. True, you are a stranger to me, but Sarah and Amy are like daughters to me. I've watched them grow up.
But to destroy me completely?
Since you've hurt and tormented both of them, I won't be satisfied until you suffer at least twice as much.
It's only natural to discipline someone who shows a disrespectful attitude!
And there it is again, your true self showing through your fake remorse.
I didn't mean it like that!
Yes, you did. That's exactly how you meant it. Mark ended up paying damages for the divorce, plus additional damages to the husband of his mistress. He was fired from his company in order to pay compensation, leaving him with multiple debts. His mother and relatives cut ties with him, offering no financial support. Since he had few assets of his own, having mostly taken things in his mother's name, he couldn't pay off his debts even by selling his possessions. From now on, he'll have to live solely to pay back money. Meanwhile, I've decided to live with my sister for a while. Instead of my sister, who took care of me when our busy parents couldn't, I want to support her now. I'm going to show my appreciation to my sister, just like I would to my parents.